Plus, Governor Kristi Noem's anti-meth campaign received a lot of attention and controversy, but is it really raising awareness? And I'm Joey Lin. Zachary Figueroa is charged with 5 counts: vehicular homicide, hit and run with injury, driving under the influence, and possession of marijuana. And law enforcement wants to stress that point. Don't drink and drive. If you've been drinking, either plan ahead or have a designated driver, or call Lyft, Uber, or a taxi service to come and take you home. So it looks like earlier this evening we had some snow and made the road really slippery right now.
Yeah, very slippery at this point. So what can we expect for the morning commute? For that, we check in with meteorologist David Stradling. David, what can we expect when we wake up?
Thank you, David. The South Dakota Democratic Party offices may have closed their doors following financial struggles, but new leadership brings with it a new budget. Our Sunday Miller has details on the party's plans moving forward. Democrats and Republicans remain entrenched along partisan battle lines, respectively condemning and defending the controversial actions of President Trump. That's after the break, right here on Black Hills Fox News at 9. Law enforcement officers often receive tips from the public, but the tips they gathered tonight were for a different reason. Outback State Turner was one of the many athletes who helps raise money. He is a multi-sport athlete and participates in basketball, softball, as well as track and field. Still to come, a dinner show in Deadwood that puts a special spin on a holiday classic.
This is your Skyview forecast.
So David, there was a quick round of snow, but why is that just a very quick round of snow would cause the roads to be slippery?
Yeah, the snow is kind of very fine, so it's not like the big puffy snowflakes you usually see, so that kind of settles into the grooves of the roadways easier. And when you get a quick little layer on it, cars drive over it, that makes it wet, and with it being so cold, it kind of...
The Humane Society of the Black Hills has plenty of cats looking for a forever home. Our Jeff Foss introduces us to a few of these feline friends.
You're watching Black Hills Fox News at 9.
A local theater group has been inspired by Deadwood history to put on mystery dinner shows in the Black Hills. And for this holiday season, they found a Deadwood version of Mr. Scrooge. What cold-hearted things would he do? Would he find some Christmas spirit in the end? Check out this dinner show presented by Deadwood 1876 Theater Troupe until December 14th.
You can go now, Jack. You have 7 days. That's 1 week, Jack, to bring me the sum of what you owe, or else I start putting that pretty girl of yours to work. Oh, and Merry Christmas. Get out! Come back when you have my money.
Wearing a top hat, this 19th century business owner seems to take pleasure in yelling and making people miserable during the cold winter season.
She just wanted to see her mom, Al. You denied her that.
Ask me if I care.
Her mom died, Al.
How was I to know?
Her death is on your head.
And apparently he has no sympathy. So what is this story?
It's the Deadwood version of A Christmas Carol. Being as Al Swearingen is basically the ultimate Scrooge, we've written that story based out of Deadwood here.
Al Swearingen, a real person in Deadwood back in the days, was probably as mean as Mr. Scrooge in Charles Dickens' story, A Christmas Carol.
He's a well-known character here in Deadwood. Very cutthroat. He owned the Gem Theater.
So what would our mean old Swearingen do during Christmas in Deadwood? This is all for you to find out with 1876 Mystery Dinner Theater.
Here we tried to provide the ultimate Deadwood Christmas experience. It's fun. You come here, have a great dinner. By Cheyenne Crossing, they do our buffet. Marvin Berry is a local favorite banjo player. He plays music during dinner. And then after that, we get started with our Christmas play, The Scrooge of Deadwood. So you get a little taste of what Christmas may have been like back in 1876 in Deadwood.
The troupe members are all talented local actors. One of them also plays Wild Bill Hickok in the summer.
We love to do plays and murder mystery shows based on the historical characters in Deadwood. Most of the characters in the plays are somebody that was really here at one point.
The show is written by a history lover, Marilyn Ardavani. She is the founder of the theater troupe, and she's also the president of Lawrence County Historical Society.
I've discovered the HBO Deadwood series about 2011. Fell in love with it. It was intrigued by the history and the playwriting, of course, because it was excellent.
After watching the Deadwood TV series, Ardavani decided to visit Deadwood herself. She immediately fell in love. Now, here they are with local actors bringing Deadwood characters to life since 2012.
Merry Christmas!
In Deadwood, I'm Choi Lin, Black Hills Fox News. It's a fall baking staple, but did you know that you can make your own pumpkin spice? Meteorologist and foodie Eric Gardner shows us how in tonight's 60-Second Kitchen. And be sure to tune in next week for another bite-sized course of culinary knowledge with 60-Second Kitchen. New technology is being tested in several places across the country, could change lives around the world. It's a device that could help people suffering from epilepsy better keep track of their seizures. Fox's Jordan Hogan explains how it works in tonight's Your Health. And we'll have your Fox Files after the break. Coming up after the break, the first South Dakota high school basketball polls of the season were released today. And the Rapid City Central girls have some big shoes to fill in their starting lineup this season. Those stories and more when we come back with Black Hills Fox Sports.
Oh my. Final weather when we come back.
And from an Isle of Amazonians to the neon glow of the 80s, DC's Princess Diana returns for a superpowered sequel. David Daniel lassos in the details in tonight's Hollywood Minute.
Not that we're partial, but we've been talking about The Irishman since before it came out.
It's pretty good.
Yeah.
Yeah, I enjoyed it.
I'm looking forward to seeing it.